Oh, hey everyone, it's me. I noticed the screen was black for a little bit. I don't know why that happened, but I am sorry. It looks like everything is okay now. Happy Valentine's Day if you celebrate that this holiday. It's Friday. It's live stream day, and I'm gonna draw some names. I have a couple quick announcements, and I'm gonna have a little poll so you guys can help me out with my next shirt, choosing some colors. First thing to announce is that we're almost at 100,000 subscribers. I have a little. There's a tiny little graphic on the screen showing the live count right now. We are at 97,423. So, because of that, I am going to do an extra special live stream next Friday where I am going to stream all day. From the morning until like 4:30, because that's when I have to go pick up my kid. But I'm going to stream the whole day, and I'm going to have some special guests popping in. I believe Kirk Wallace is going to join for a little bit. My friend Josh Lafayette, who was on a live stream a million years ago, is going to join in, and maybe some others. I'm going to do a lot of stuff. I'm going to draw some names. I'm going to answer some questions. I'm just going to live stream for a very long time. Shenanigans will ensue. So I hope you will join in on these festivities next Friday, the 21st. So come hang out. Hopefully, maybe we'll get to 100,000 there or at some point. So I'm not streaming 100K, but I don't have 100K. But yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe how quickly we got up to almost 100K. So thank you all so much. I appreciate you all dearly. And speaking of appreciation, I recently switched over to Patreon from my YouTube memberships. The YouTube memberships are mostly still active because I'm trying to not just cancel them on the people who don't know about the Patreon yet, but I'm going to be getting rid of all of the YouTube tiers except for just like a basic one, because some people might want to use like the special emojis or the, you get the little glory badge things. It shows how long you've been a member and stuff like that. So there'll be that base tier. It'll be like a low, just a low one. So if you are a super supporter, you got to head over to the Patreon. We've got some new tiers over there. They're all based on the Piascik name that is great. I appreciate it. The first tier is the basic tier is just down with the Piascikness. Yes, it's ridiculous, but we're doing it. And then the Piascik's official member, that tier and above, gets their name drawn and included in all the videos I make while they are active members. The PS Sticker Club is pretty special. You get a new sticker sent to you every month, and we have a monthly video hangout call for just the club members. And then there's an even more special tier, the Piaskist. This is the tier for one-on-one meetings with me each month, and everything else included. So check it out afterwards. Here's the current lineup of people who already joined up on the Patreon. I'm not trying to leave out my special super supporters on YouTube, but we got to make the transition. The YouTube super supporter tier is ending very soon. So head on over to Patreon. I can share so much more over there. I can interact so much easier. I get your contact information. Like, I couldn't even send a message to you if I wanted to on the YouTube thing. It doesn't give me any information. It's crazy. So head on over there. All right. Abby Tunes, you said you're skipping work and Valentine's Day for the stream, and your wife is giving you the eye rolls. That is, I'm sorry, but yes, thank you. Erie September said, "What's good, Chris? You do some lettering classes for kids once a week and recently advised your channel to them. Love what you do, and thanks for being here for us." That's so awesome to hear. Thank you so much. Teek's tip time said nearly play button time, 100K. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm like an official YouTuber now. Never thought that was going to happen, but here we are. Okay, so this I'm about to do a new shirt. A little bit overdue because the 2 shirts that I've done so far are both nearly sold out. There's just like a random couple sizes left. But anyway, this is my new shirt design. It says care about other people. It looks like a crazy metal shirt, and I just think that contrast is funny, and I love the sentiment. So I'm trying to decide between this, like, I don't know why, but I like this light pink one, and then there's like a lighter yellow, and then there's a white. So I'm having a hard time deciding on these. There's a poll in the chat. I would love it if you could go into the chat. You should see it at the top, and you can vote, you know, which one you prefer. As always, these will be, if I move over here, it can look like I'm wearing the yellow one. These will be printed on Comfort Color shirts, which are the best. They're not a dumb, weird, slim fit, but they're not like a weird boxy fit either. They're just great. If you have some of my other shirts or, you know, Comfort Colors, let the people know in the chat how good they are. So please vote in the chat. Help me make that decision, and that would be, it would just be lovely. So thank you for that. Diana Lisa, you said, in 2 days, you will have been a BFF supporter for 2 years. It's been so awesome watching your journey. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You are a true supporter OG. Couldn't do it without you. Okay. Make sure you vote. What else? I was going to say one more thing, maybe. We got a... What do we got here? Do I have a thing? Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, maybe I'll just switch over and start drawing. Let's just check real quickly. We got 97,423. I think we got a subscriber since I started this. Okay, let me wake up my iPad first. iPad screen. All right, let's turn on the let's turn on the subscriber count so we can see if anything gets better while we're here. We're at 97,423. And also, don't forget to smash the living heck out of my thumbs. Smash my thumbs. Okay. We are... Oh, I didn't even talk about how these live streams work where I'm drawing names. I do them... I try to keep them as fair as possible. I do them first come, first serve. As soon as the stream goes live, we start there. However, people are able to cut the line with a super chat of $20 and up because we had to make that an option because people wanted their name drawn. And it looks like we've already got 2 of them coming in hot. So, yeah. So we'll do super chats, and then once we get through super chats, we will do the top of the list from the early chat. So I appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you. Did I say thank you? Okay. Did we get another subscriber? What are we doing here? Okay. First up, let me situate my mic. Hi. How's it going? I think I fixed the background music issue from last time. It was a little loud. So hopefully it's not too loud this time, but I'm going to turn it on. I think. There we go. Skippy McHaggis, channel moderator, said the long sleeve Comfort Colors is the best long sleeve shirt I've had. I agree 100%. This one is not my long sleeve shirt, but it is a Comfort Colors long sleeve shirt, and it is delightful. It doesn't have those poofy Aladdin sleeves, and they're long enough for me as a tall person. Sometimes the sleeves aren't long enough. I love it. Okay, first up is super chat from Clarissa, and they're requesting cursive right off the bat. I haven't had a style request. I'm going to do it because I want to, but for future reference, that's not how this works. I decide the style here, okay? I'm the style master up in this piece. Okay. but I'm going to do it not because you asked, but because I want to. All right? Sometimes when I'm not ready to start drawing, I just like zoom in and out and move my canvas around, and I'm realizing that probably looks super annoying on your end. So I'm sorry. All right, first things first, we just got to write the name down. That's a way to start. Just get something on the page. Clarissa Explains It All. You guys remember that show? Or am I just 1,000 years old? Okay. Let's just freestyle some script, some fancy script. We'll do some loopy, crazy C. Maybe we'll just go right into this connection with a L. I feel like this is nice, but we gotta add some sort of extra flavor to it to make it, I don't know, a little bit more unique than just straight up script. I mean, it's kind of pretty as is, but what if we like went overboard and just pull this up here, dot the I, get a little too fancy, and then maybe we could just like put it in a fun shape or something. That shape is not a good shape. Let's bring down the opacity and see if we can fix this up a little bit. So I'm thinking maybe the C could be a little bigger. All right, I think this can be pretty cool. So let's tighten it up. I think to help me out, I'm gonna draw in some like guides because I think it may need it. I'm gonna just do them in like pink or something. And then just a few angle lines. That'll just be helpful to just, I don't know, use to keep me on track. Oops. Drawing, classic anchor. Your friendly neighborhood nerd said, "All hail Style Lord." Yes, thank you. Boombastic said, "Of course, most of us are also 1,000 years old." Oh, the Clarissa Explains It All thing. All right, let's see. Okay. Sometimes these long curves are tricky to get them to like not have any weird bumps, but we're doing it. So we got 54 votes on the poll, which is pretty cool. And you guys liked the pink by a margin of 44%. And white and yellow tied at 27%. I'm leaning towards the pink as well. And I'm excited that you are on board with that choice because I wasn't expecting it. That curve's not good. All right, we gotta turn off this other stuff so I can really focus on getting this curve smooth. I think some of these I think I might need to add some weight to these. One of the trickiest things for me first thing in the morning is fancy script, because my hands aren't as steady. Probably just because of like the waking up and the caffeine intake. Boombastic said more cursive needs to be done in everyday life. It's so satisfying. I agree. I think I want to add some weight onto this. I was someone was asking me a question about lettering recently, and I was talking about how I letter like I'm drawing instead of like writing. And I feel like this is a good example of that, where it's like I'm emulating the, like if you were doing this with a brush pen and you would, like on the upstroke, you'd get thin lines, and on the downstroke, you'd get thick lines. But like I'm drawing it out as opposed to actually doing the pushing and pulling with a brush that has that sort of pressure sensitivity. Because I don't like doing it that way. So but I don't know what my point is. I like it, but I still sort of want to see what it would look like in a shape. So I'm going to try it real quick. For some reason, just feel like it kind of pulls it together and put it in a little shape. All right, there it is. Hope you like it. One done. Pegsy said, what app are you using? I'm using Adobe Fresco on my iPad. You said, I feel like adding the thickness manually is a lot easier than using a brush pen. Yeah, I agree. Skippy said, I totally see that in fancy gold leaf on white wax paper. I like that. All right. What do we got next? Gracie McCutieface. I do not believe that that is a real name. Thank you, the good Chad. Gray. Okay. And then Mick. Cutie. Face. Does that need to be... Can I break up cutie and face? I don't need to, but I don't know. Sometimes I like that. It might open up more possibilities because that is a long name. Boofer T. Justice. You said, my kid loves to draw, but his handwriting is not the greatest. I explained that he should imagine drawing each letter out, but it still hasn't resonated with him. Any tips or advice for 4 younger artists? Maybe see what they're into and like see if you can get them to try to like draw the logo for whatever it is. You know what I mean? That's how I got into lettering. I would like draw the logos from like album packaging that was around my house, like the band logos and stuff like that. Maybe that'll help. All right, I'm just gonna freestyle a little bit because I don't really know what I want to do with this. I'm just gonna play around with is it Gracie? I'm thinking maybe we could do some sort of playful something or other. Don't love it, but we can you know, iterate. What if the R and the Y are connected? They're like holding hands. 'Cause it's Valentine's Day. I don't love it yet, but we can keep going. Oh, Piascik said probably Grace because it rhymes with face. Yeah, Grace McCutie face. It wouldn't be Gracie McCutie face. See, what a dummy I am. Okay. I'm getting more playful. That's what's happening. That is more fun for sure. Let's get this other stupid one out of my face. Let's see what we can do with this McCutie face. I'm glad that you made the same cutie face joke. The good Chad. Skeptic Frog. I stream my iPad I use Ecamm Live. I'm just winging it right now, so we'll see if I get there. I think we might be able to do something with this. All right, let's iterate. Stop, iterate, and listen. Chris is back with a McCutie Face edition. Something grabs a hold of me tightly like this Y is grabbing hold of this C. I bet you guys didn't know I was going to be dropping bars in this stream. I'm a little bit of a bar dropper, if you will. What if this G got a little wild and just... Could it come down? It's not how it would connect, but we're making up our own rules here. I can do whatever I want. I'm the style lord. You know what we're gonna do? Watch this, ready? Aww. Okay. Diana Lisa said my hidden talent is my bar dropping. A little bit of a bar droppage. Okay. I gotta commit here and stop just noodling. Let's just look and make sure that I didn't change the spelling while I'm drawing, because I've been known to do that. I did spell cutie face wrong. Is anyone yelling at me? Holy moly. I just changed it and I put a little heart and you guys didn't even care? That's not how you spell cutie face, okay? She doesn't get a heart. She can have a heart. I'll put a heart somewhere else. I don't even want to, but I think I have to because I said I was mean for no reason. I wasn't trying. I was mad at myself, okay? Holy moly. Oh, but this Y really sort of brings it together, I think. This is a noodle fest, is what's happening right here. How did I lose my mind on the second name? This song is a little wild. Okay. How am I supposed to live stream all day next Friday, given how crazy I get very quickly? What am I doing there? I think I'm trying to force that connection, and it doesn't need to happen. This song is nuts. How did I put this on here? I think I just dragged all the music from my Epidemic Sound folder, maybe? Chad, were you even paying attention? You didn't even notice that I spelled cutie face wrong? The good Chad said, to be honest, you did not notice the misspelling at all, and I love that too. One could say that I was the one who misspelled it in the first place. Well, we're committing to the EY right now. So don't ever try to spell it a different way, because it is wrong. Alex Garcia said, do you got themes for different sections of the live stream? Like, are you asking if so yeah, I set them, well, I have scenes set up for like when I'm just like talking, and then I have like the iPad screen set up like this one right now. And then sometimes I have like a screen share one if I'm doing something else. But yeah, I just set up different scenes for whatever I'm doing, if that's what you are asking. Oh, you meant for the live stream next week. Well, you know, it's going to be a little bit improvised because it's going to be like all day. So I think if I plan to too closely, it might get a little hectic, but there will be some stuff that's like planned when I have some guests joining in. But I'll be doing some name drawings. I'll be doing some other live drawing stuff. I'll be doing some question time stuff. You know, a little bit of everything. So this is kind of complicated, and I think it's going to require the negative space between the letters to be solid, so it's like easier to see. So I'm going to put a border around it and fill that in black, and then I'll just touch up a few spots, erase some of the overlapping lines that I didn't address yet, and then I think we will be good to go. Hopefully Miss Cutie Face will be into this. Okay, now we just need to address some of these little issues. I think we did it. I hope you like it. Cutie Face. Oh wait, didn't I promise that there's going to be a heart involved somehow? There we go. We did it. Came together. Hope you like it. So glad to hear. Good Chad. Okay. Next up, what do we got? We got another super chat from Mr. Sandwich, Mr. Ed Sandwich. But I'm drawing Mads. Apparently it's a Valentine's Day gift. M-A-D-S. All right, what are we gonna do for this? This is a short name, but we gotta make it look nice. I'm just freestyling. Hey, this is my sizzle reel song. I'm waiting for that crash sound when my logo thing drops down. I think this is kind of fun. Okay, I think to get these like curves on point, I'm gonna use the vector brushes for the trimming. I'm gonna use my Gritty Vector VV Sharpie, and we're gonna get into it. Lasdrin said, watching you draw is so satisfying. How are you streaming the iPad anyway? Capture card. Thanks so much. I am using Ecamm Live, and you don't need a capture card or anything. You just hook up your iPad with the USB-C or Thunderbolt or whatever it is, and it just shows up as an option. Crispy points. That's a fun M. Sometimes I end up rotating the screen a lot, trying to like figure out the right angle to get that perfect curve, because it really affects things. Oops, I trimmed more than I needed to, or more than I wanted to. There we go. Scotty, you said, idea for your live stream, or any live stream. Have you thought about critiquing illustrations? Maybe work some minutes. I've actually done that before, and it was fun, and I had been meaning to do it more often. There's actually a section on the Discord, link below, where people can submit work for a video like that. So, yeah, maybe I could, if there's enough stuff, I could do that as part of one of the things that I do next Friday, since it'll be all day. If you want me to critique your work and give you some feedback, go over to the Discord and send it in there. There's a little channel for it. I think this looks cool. I just want to do like a, whoops, what did I just do? I want to try just like a hairline around it. Lastern said, love the text. It's what happened. I was reading it and it disappeared. Okay. One icon pick. You said, what about a mashup of characters voted on during the stream? Yeah, that would be cool. Love these ideas. Keep it coming. Lazarus said, love the texture of this brush. Thanks. This is the VV Sharpie from my gritty vector brush presets for Fresco. So if you are interested in them, you can find them in my shop. Oh yeah, I like that. That hairline really brought it to life, I think. Hope you like it too. That's fun. Okay. Up next is looks like we are through the super chats, so that's cool. Now we are getting to the beginning. Let me see. Eerie September is up next. Whoops. IRRI. Okay, that's an interesting name. My birthday is in September. Did you know that? Happy birthday to me. Maybe we'll go with... Maybe I'll start with like a curvy shape. For September, and then maybe like the Eerie can... Something like that, maybe? Who knows? Let's see. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna iterate because it doesn't matter if it sucks the first time. You can make it better. Okay, so let's see. How can we make this eerie? These letters I think are a little bit difficult to like mix together. Maybe I can... I'm just playing, seeing where it takes me. We'll see. Maybe something could happen with this. Scotty, you said, what's the longest you might spend on your more complicated projects for clients? A few days or more than a week? Well, there's lots of variables involved with that because some projects are just bigger. Like, for example, I'm like doing some animations for a school, and there's like multiple, there's lots of different versions, and it's taken months to do it. But if it's just like a one-off illustration, then it could be pretty quick. Usually like the hardest part for me is like getting the idea and the sketch done, and then I can move pretty quickly. But if there's a lot of stuff involved, it could take longer. I don't have a good answer for you. It also depends on like how quick they are to get back to me in terms of approval response. Like this can be really slow with bigger clients because there's so many people who like are involved with the approval process. Alex Garcia, you said you got my Royal Tenenbaums poster in the mail this week. It rocks. Thanks for the bonus stickers. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much for ordering one. I think those are nearly sold out, if not already. That was fun. I did that poster as part of an art battle with 1000 for he in his like artist battle series, and he won, but he deserved to win because his poster was great. He also did he did like a hybrid. We had to do Wes Anderson movie, and he did Royal Tenenbaums, but also mixed it with Isle of Dogs, so it was like Royal Tenendogs, which was a funny pun. But his illustration was great too. Just a couple little touch-ups here. I was thinking of it as just sort of like flowy, sort of something or other. I want to see if not necessarily a exact border, more of like a sort of more abstract border. Why do I forget to add the last word on? Probably because I'm thinking and I have the ADHD. That's one of the biggest hassles with me for making videos, is I just sort of trail off when I'm talking, and I'm like trying to edit it, and I'm like, this is annoying. Why can't I just talk like a person? Okay, load as selection. Yeah, I think that's cool. Whenever you knock things, like reverse them into white on black, they end up looking like there's not enough space around the letters. See, this is the beat that I needed before when I was dropping Vanilla Ice bars. Okay, I hope you like it. Next up is Avi Tunes. All right, Avi Tunes. With a Z. All right, what can we do with the AVI? Let's see. What if we had like a... Maybe we can do something fun with like that. I like this sort of this thingy. But I feel like it needs to be more bold because it's like tunes or something. I don't know. But I think like that overall shape is kind of interesting. Maybe we can just make it more toony. More tunerific. Let's see if we can tunify it. Turn it into tuna. That's not the right tuna. We still on it, we build on it, is what this guy says. Hey, but that's what I'm doing. I'm building on it. I'm starting and then I'm building on it. I'm building on these people. What am I talking about? I'm switched over to my inking brush, but I am still very much in the figuring it out zone. I'm just trying to make it a little bit more something. Oh, I think this is what I wanted, maybe. I should have figured out the tunes thing. I guess we can do that now. Because I need to clean that up anyway. So we can get smaller so we can figure out the tunes. Scotty, what's the oddest request you've had for an illustration project? But let's say... I need to think about that because I think there has been some. What have I drawn that was weird? I've done a lot of weird stuff. Boogers. I had to draw a booger monster pattern once, I think. I can't even remember what it was for. I don't love that coming out of that spot there. Let's see what we can do to make this more fun. I got an idea. I don't know if you're ready for it. That's silly. I like it. That's ridiculous. I'm doing it. Okay, let's merge these two together. So we can tighten this. We can tighten these tunes up. Boover T Justice, you said, can you make those crispy points in Procreate? Not the same way. That's the way I was doing that was with the vector trimming, and Procreate doesn't have vector, so it doesn't have the vector trimming feature. You could do it with the eraser, probably. It'd just be a little bit different. Okay. Classic Anchor. This is silly. Watch this. I don't give a hoot and heck. I'll put a little hand coming out of here. Why not? All right, let me look at the chat. Maybe you guys are like, "Hey, Chris, this is dumb as heck. What are you even doing?" Boombastic, you saw a short last night that said you should never draw curves toward yourself and always away. You know, I think there's some helpful advice in there, but never say never. Because sometimes I can push a curve depending on the angle. But yes, I think it makes you think about how you push or pull and how it can affect the way the line is drawn. But every now and then I feel like some curves I like to push. Okay. Gouliet said, what do you think about Fresco on the desktop? Well, I have no experience with it because it's only a Windows thing, and it's also like sort of just a coincidence that it is available on Windows. It's not that they made it for the Windows desktop. They adapted it for Windows so that it could be used on like the Surface. But because Windows doesn't use a separate OS, it works on the desktop. So Fresco was built from the ground up for the iPad. So it's made to be used with this sort of this interface, like this touch interface, and that, you know, is a little bit different when you're working on a desktop. granted, I know a lot of Windows devices are touchscreens, but you know, just that workflow is a little bit different. I have heard that the Windows version is buggier, and you know that would make sense. It was designed for the iPad and then adapted for Windows, and I'm a little bit of a Windows hater anyway, but I will leave that. Actually, I shouldn't say that because I'm not qualified to say that. I was absolutely a Windows hater back in the day, but I haven't used Windows in so long that I can't give a real opinion. There's Abby Tunes. This is an interesting and it was a fun little thing. I hope you like it, Abby Tunes. What we got next? Bridget Harris. Thanks, Bridget. Okay. Crispy Waffle 66. You said, how do you get brushes on Fresco? I can't seem to find the option on the app. How do you get brushes on Fresco? Oh, so Fresco uses, for regular raster pixel-based brushes, it uses Photoshop brushes, so any Photoshop brushes will work. If you come over to your brush thing, you just click on the dots here. Never mind, that's to manage your brushes. Down at the bottom, add brushes, and then you could import your own brushes, or you can just get any of the brushes that Kyle Webster designed when he was here. Those are all available there. But if you have some that you bought or downloaded or have from Photoshop, you could just add them in there. Hopefully that helps. Hey, 97,435. It looks like we got another subscriber while we were sitting here. We need to get more to get to 100,000 though, just so you're clear. All right, what are we gonna do for Bridget Harris? Like, I see the R and I can't not, like, I just want to put a little tail on it and tuck that eye right there. It's so hard for me to not do that. I don't know why. It's kind of fun. I don't know what I'm doing. I keep saying I'm just playing around, but because sometimes I like have a game plan when I go in where I'm like, I'm going to use a shape or this technique, but I'm just seeing if playing around gets me anywhere. I'm going to play around and make something good. Maybe. I think I'm struggling with working Harris into that, so I may just try something with Harris on its own and see if maybe that might influence how I draw Bridget. What am I doing? This isn't anything. Maybe we could do something that's like thin lines for Bridget and then build like a block shape underneath it for Harris and then like block letter that. I think it would need to be bigger. Okay, so if we divide this shape up, I guess we're going to commit to that, Harris, and then we can come back to the Bridget part. So what I'm going to do is merge that, make it a little bit bigger. And I'm going to make this into a block. Should have done this with the vector brushes so I could have trimmed those angles off, but I'm probably going to need to erase some of that anyway, so no big deal. Okay, so I'm going to, on a new layer above this, I'm going to just start cutting away the letters with white. I'm going to just do it simple first and then see if I want to revise it even more and make it more stylized, but I'm just sort of okay. So what I'm going to do now is see if I can make this a little bit cooler. Boombastic, you said always struggle drawing an eye after drawing the opposite one so well. Never thought to rotate my... Yeah, I get it. Scotty, any tricks to not losing work in Fresco? I lost a day's work yesterday when it crashed. Thinking it autosave. That's crazy because I feel like it's always... I don't think I've ever lost work in Fresco because it seems like it's constantly saving. I think if you've made a bunch of progress on something and you're worried about the possibility of losing it, just like exit out to your files and that'll prompt it to upload if it isn't doing it live. I kind of want to make this a little bit more playful by like having this R. I didn't space that right at all. We need to pull this out further. Okay. Maybe we get a little wild over here. That might be too much. Nope, that's too much. I got a little wacky. I'm gonna dial it back. Okay, so what's happening here is I think I kind of like it, but I want to draw it myself after that. So we are going to figure out Bridget now before we mess around with anything else. PD Quills, you make lettering look so easy despite the fact that you keep saying, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I think it's like a lot of trying to figure it out as I go. But obviously, like I have, I've been doing it a long time. So like I have the ability to figure it out, but sometimes it feels like it's a struggle, especially when I'm being watched. Okay, so it's better, but there's something about it that's not too working. I think maybe it's a little too static. We need to switch it up a little bit in terms of it looks a little too even. It needs to have a little more rhythm, visual rhythm, if you will. So I think I need to go back to the sketchy brush to make it happen. I think we're getting there. Needed just a little bit more willy-nilliness, a little playfulness to balance the structure below. we can get somewhere with this. Corvo Atano said, "Happy Valentine's Day to you and your family." Thank you so much. Scotty, you said the nanotexture video was super helpful. So glad to hear. If you hadn't seen that, I did a 8-month follow-up to the iPad Pro with the nanotexture review because I made a video when I first got it, and there was just lots of people that were convinced that I was an idiot and it was going to be ruined so fast. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll do a follow-up video in 6 months. And then I lost track of time and didn't do it. So I did an 8-month one. Spoiler alert, it's still great. I have no issues, no scratches. I am very willy-nilly. I don't only use the cloth that came with it. That was a big concern because I lose it all the time. I use anything. I use my sleeve. It's been great. I love it. So I decided I was using the block lettering as a starting point, but now I'm like doing my own take on it, and just using it as like a structure. You don't always have to stick to it. You could just use it as like a starting point to get the overall shape that you want. I still kind of want to do this A like this. I just feel like it matches the other letters a little bit better. Juliet, you said, have you ever used Upwork for freelancing? I have not. It didn't exist early on in my career, and I've been doing this so long that I've built up a little bit of a, I don't know, like I don't actively seek out work anymore. I'm lucky enough that it comes to me. I think it's just, a result of doing it for so long and since I've worked with like a lot of bigger brands, I have the visibility that a lot of other people don't have, which, I'm thankful for, but it's been a long time coming. So, I don't look for work. It comes. I feel shitty saying that, but like I'm being honest. It's something that happens eventually. But I've been doing it for a long time. I don't know why I feel guilty. Okay. What we need to do is get this Bridget lettering on its own layer. Now I'm going to merge this down and then fill this all in. And now we can load this as a selection. Erase it from here. And I think there's just a couple little... No, I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it took some turns to get there, but I think we made it. I hope you like it, Bridget. Oh, look, we went up to 97,440. Hell yeah. Yeah. Don't forget to smash my thumbs. I got my little animation popping up on the screen. Scotty, you said you have to use a backpack so I don't lose anything due to your ADHD and everything that has a place gets labeled and I'll forget it in a week. Yeah, I totally get that. Hired Monkey said, love how clean the lines look, almost like vectors. Gonna practice myself soon. Sometimes they are vectors. Like some of these I actually didn't vector. This one's not vector, but like the Mads one was vector. Was that the only one? I don't know. Gouliet, you said you love your vids and def inspire me to put yourself out there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I gotta pack it in. It's been like an hour and a half. I gotta do some work. I gotta do some client work. I gotta get stuff ready. New video on Tuesday. Make sure you if you go to my shop, use the promo code LIVE. If you're interested in those brush presets, the vector brush presets, or you could check out my brush pack. I broke it. I'm back. Sorry. I wanted to tell you about my, oh boy, this is a mess. My brush pack from Retro Supply Co. You can check that out. Thank you all. This has been fun. Tune in next Friday. Let me put that graphic back up. Guys, I messed up the order on my buttons and I'm messing everything up. And I am sorry. Next Friday, 100K all day. I'm going to be online, live streaming all day. I'm a mess. I love you all. Thank you. Check out Patreon. Good talk. Bye.